Okay, first thing I want you to do is to go to this website right here, or go to YouTube and search for Venus Explains the Atom. This is from an old 1970s television show. I want you to watch the video clip as this radio DJ right here explains the basics of the atom. Then I want you to come back and finish this video.
A radio DJ.
So, interesting, huh? That is pretty cool, innovative way to teach that. Now, there's a couple of things I'll add to it. Now, the one part that he mentioned several times in that video was whether or not how many that atoms of elements had the same number of protons and electrons, but atoms can have a different number of neutrons, and you're going to learn about that when you go to high school, but that's called an isotope, okay? If they have different numbers of neutrons, but they always have the same number of protons and, what was the other one? Electrons, okay? So all atoms have the same number of protons and electrons. And another thing that's commonly missed by students is on the periodic table, elements are arranged by what's called atomic number, okay? Atomic number, which is the number of protons, okay? And so if we go back to the interactive periodic table, ptable.com, that we used in our in-class instruction this year, you can see, like, for example, the element helium right here has an atomic number of 2, see it here? And that means 2 protons, and it means it also has 2 electrons, okay? Here is the element of copper here. It's atomic number 29, which means it has 29 protons and 29 electrons, okay? So you can see that these elements are arranged by increasing atomic numbers. See, potassium is atomic number 19, calcium 20, okay, scandium is 21, titanium 22, and as you go left to right on the periodic table, the atomic number, or the number of protons, increases by 1 each time, okay? And that's something that's commonly misunderstood and forgotten by students, so a nice review there. Now, the periodic table also is arranged in these groups here, okay? And so, for example, group 18, you see, is called the noble gases, and these groups, or this group, all of these elements underneath it have similar characteristics and properties, okay? So it's kind of like, we call them families because they're like related, okay? Does anybody remember what group 17 is called? It's halogens, okay? And group 1, do you remember what group 1 was called? It's the alkali metals. So I encourage you to go to ptable.com and just review things about the periodic table, the metalloids, where the metals are, and non-metals. Here are all the metals down here. All of these are metals, okay, up into the metalloids, and then on the other side of the metalloids are the non-metals, okay. These other non-metals, the halogens and noble gases. All right. Okay, so now it's time for a little action plan. It's time to take that video and do something with it. All right, students in Bell High School 8th grade science that has been assigned this tutorial, what I would like for you to do right now is quite simple. I want you to, from the video, either from the WKRP in Cincinnati tutorial part or from my review that I showed you on ptable.com of the periodic table, I would like for you to develop 5 simple quiz questions that cover the topics reviewed on this video. 5 questions. Develop them, put your name on that paper, and turn it in tomorrow as evidence that you have done this and reviewed it. All right, thanks.